Okay, this is a solo all techniques workout. You're going to need a heavy bag, some floor space, preferably carpeted, or preferably have some mats as well. In this workout, you're going to see just about every aspect of fighting, packed into a single workout. So you're going to see freestyle striking. You're going to see ground grappling. You're going to see stand-up grappling. You're going to see mixed martial arts, everything together. And you're also going to see some self-defense technique. It's going to be 6 5-minute rounds plus a warm-up round and some stretching in the beginning and the end. So enjoy the workout. Okay, this is a pre-workout stretch complex. You're going to start by standing with your feet close together, hands up over your head, and just stretch towards the ceiling. Feel it stretching throughout your torso. Lean back slightly. Just feel it stretching your abs. Come back to the middle and swing your arms in a circle. Forward. Swing in the other direction. Loosen up your shoulders. Okay, now swing them across. Stretch out your chest. Nice and loose. Okay, now hold one arm straight across your chest. Pin it down and feel it stretching the back of your shoulder, your upper back. Other side. Okay. And behind your back, you're going to look up and down and stretch your neck. All the way up, all the way down. Now you're going to look from side to side. All the way, feel it stretching, sides your neck. Now you're going to go ear to shoulder, ear to other shoulder. Now you're going to rotate. Not all the way around, but up to this point here, then go the other direction. Feel it stretching all around your neck. Okay, good. Hold your hands out like this, grab your fingers in front and feel it hollow out your upper back. You can feel the back of your neck and the back of your shoulders stretching, and your upper back as well. Switch and grab the other fingers with the other hand. Okay. Hands behind your head like this, lace your fingers, and you're going to lean backwards. Feel your abs stretching. Now you're going to bend forward at the waist. Just to here. Lean back again. And rotate your hips to one side. And rotate it to the other side. Back the other way. And back the other way again. Feel stretching all the way around your abs and your back. Okay, back to the middle. Feet together. You're going to bend forward at your waist, keeping your legs straight. And reach towards the ground.
You don't have to go as far down as me, just feel the stretch in your hamstrings. And gradually let yourself go a little deeper into it. And now you're going to keep your legs straight and turn to put your hands straight to to one side. Gradually try to go a little bit deeper. Now swing around to the other side, nice and slow. Same thing. Back to the middle. And up. Okay, now find yourself something to lean against. A wall will work. You're going to stretch out your quad. Grab your instep. Pull your foot up towards your butt. Feel it stretching through your quadricep muscle. Press your hip forward slightly. And then switch to the other side. Same thing. The more you press your hip forward, the more you're going to stretch out your hip flexor as well. Okay, good. Now also against the wall, you do a calf stretch. Take the ball of your foot, put it against the wall, put your heel close to the wall, and then try to get your hip as close to the wall as you can. Feel it stretching through your calf muscle. And switch feet. Same thing. Okay, next, come back to the middle. You're going to put your feet shoulder width apart, maybe slightly less than that. And you're going to squat down, keeping your heels on the ground. Put your elbows and your hands in front of you. Just hold that for a moment. You want to feel it stretching through your groin, through your glutes, your hamstrings, your hips, and your lower back also. Key is to keep your heels on the ground. Begin leaning forward. Hold that, feel the stretch. Then, if you can, now start putting your let your elbows hang down and get them to the floor. Also while keeping your heels on the floor. Feel the stretching in your lower back, your upper back, your hips. Now if you can, put your hands out in front of you, extended, and let gravity bring you down a little bit further into the stretch. Okay, next, hands flat on the floor if you can, and extend your legs up straight. If you can get them all the way straight, great. If you can't, then let your hands come up off the floor until your legs go straight. And come up, hands up over your head, tilt back slightly, back to the middle, and we're done.
Okay, this first drill is just a warm-up drill. It's a Tai Chi warm-up. You're going to start with your feet wide, back straight up, and you're going to squat down, bring your fingers, drag them across the ground, come up like this. All right? Then you're going to push straight out in front of you. Drag your fingers across the ground, keep your back straight. You're going to go out to the side. Fingers across the ground, up to the ceiling. Fingers across the ground. Lunge to one side and push out. Come back. Lunge to the other side and push out. Come back. That's going to be the drill coming up next. Okay, this shadow fighting drill is footwork, evasion, and blocking, all mixed together. So you're going to start with doing a footwork circle drill. Moving laterally in a circle, not crossing your feet. Go back the other way. You're going to move forward. You're going to move backwards. Forwards. Backwards. Come back to a fighting stance. You duck, slip, slip, roll, roll. Duck, slip, slip, roll, roll, while moving forward and backwards. Then you're going to go into some blocking. Etc. Then at the end of the round, we're going to mix it up. All right, so you're going to move, block, slip, roll, everything mixed together. That'll be the drill coming up. Okay, in this drill, you're going to work freestyle striking combinations on a heavy bag. So you need a heavy bag for this. When I say freestyle striking, that means you can use punches, kicks, headbutts, elbows, knees, all different manner of striking is available to you, and work combinations. Combinations of 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes at a time. So, for example, you could go with the front ball kick. Right, followed up by a combination. Throw it up by knees. You can throw in some clinching if you'd like, right? But we're going to work combinations of all different types of strikes for the entire time period of the drill coming up. Okay, this next shadow fighting drill is stand-up grappling. Basically all stand-up grappling technique mixed together. All right, so you're gonna work takedowns, throws, submissions from standing position, clinch and grip, counters, etc. So you can start with, for example, double leg. All right, you could go straight into a submission from there. All right, you could go into a side trip takedown, go into a submission. All right, you could work on a arm bar from the standing position, etc. Right, all different stand-up grappling. When you hit the floor, get back up again and start from the standing position again. Go for the whole round. That's the next drill coming up. Okay, this shadow fighting drill is all ground grappling technique. So you're going to start on the ground and stay on the ground, and you're going to work all your techniques from here. So usually the best way to do this in limited time frame is you start from a disadvantaged position, under a pin, focus on an escape, then maybe go for a guard pass, then maybe from here go for a submission. Right? And then start from a prone position again, from a disadvantaged position. Keep cycling through all your techniques, work in sequences. That's the drill coming up. Okay, for this next drill, you're going to need preferably a freestanding heavy bag. If you don't have that, you can use this as a shadow fighting drill. You're going to work basically all different MMA techniques in one drill, one round. So, for example, you can start with, if you've got a freestanding heavy bag, you could kick, right, double leg, get up, strike, go for a submission, kick, stand up, etc. And you can just work all different techniques: stand-up grappling, ground grappling, stand-up striking, ground striking, all mixed together in one round. That's coming up next. This next shadow fighting drill is all self-defense techniques. So you can use basically your situational self-defenses. You can use restraint and control techniques. You can practice some dirty tricks or dirty trick combinations, as you see in our literature. All right, so for example, you can start with you're basically practicing things that you wouldn't normally see in a competition during this drill. Things that you would only see in a self-defense situation. So a kick to the nuts, for example. Right? A defense against a push to the chest, headbutt, throw, stomp. Right? Those are examples. You can do that coming up in the next drill. Counter to kick to groin with a knee block and an overhand elbow. Counter to a haymaker punch with a behind the knees throw and stomp. Counter to a chest bump with a headbutt, double leg throw and stomp. Counter to a two-handed chest push with a front kick, straight, double leg, and straight punches from the full mount. Counter to a one-handed chest push with a palm on chest hyperextension and a headbutt. Counter to a standing headlock with a double nut punch, grab the face and pull, and a strike to the throat. Counter to a hair pull from the front by grabbing those on hand, squeezing the nuts, snap kicks to the balls, and Krav Maga clinch to an uppercut knee. Counter to a hair pull from behind by grabbing his hand and your own hair, back kicks, and turn to a snap kick. Counter to a shirt over the head and pummel with a sit to guard, double kick, side kick, and stand. Counter to a two-label grab and pull with a throat poke push and front kick. Counter to a lapel grab and punch with a bent arm by swimming through to rear bent arm control with a hair handle. Counter to a lapel grab and punch with a stiff arm with a flexed wrist lock on the chest and a headbutt. Counter to a palm up collar grab and punch with a palm flex twist lock to a trip throw and a stomp. Counter to a shoulder grab and punch by encircling the arm, headbutting, and a bent arm lock. Counter to a shoulder grab and punch with a straight arm, with a knee, and an over-the-shoulder arm bar. Counter to a throat grab and punch with an uppercut elbow to an armpit arm bar.
Similar to the pre-workout, you're going to start here. Raise your hands up to the sky, lean back slightly so you feel the stretch through your abdomen, then come forward. Keep your feet flat on the floor, legs straight. Bring your palms down as close as you can to the floor. You're going to rotate now to one side. Again, keeping both legs straight. Try to get your chin down towards your knee if you can. If you can touch it, that's great. Go to the other side. And then you can get your chin down towards your knee. That's great. And back to the middle. And back up. All right. Same thing as in the pre-workout complex. Hand on the wall. Quad stretch. We do the post-workout stretching. You can push yourself a little bit. After the workout is when you can increase your flexibility. Pre-workout is more just about preventing injury. Post-workout is about increasing flexibility. So you can push yourself a little bit. Switch to the other side. And you can push your hip forward a little bit. Feel the stretch through your quad and your hip flexor. Okay. Now we're going to do calf stretch against the wall. Ball your foot against the wall, heel on the ground. Lean forward, try to touch your nose to the wall. Feel the stretch through your calf. Other side. Same thing. Okay, let's come back to the middle. Going to do that same stretch we did in the pre-workout, right? Where you're getting down low, keeping your butt towards the floor in a squat position, heels on the ground, elbows down towards the floor. Let yourself sink down, lower and lower and lower. Heels on the floor and elbows as close as getting to the floor, if not on the floor. Hands outstretched in front of you. Feel gravity pulling your upper body down now. Keep your butt low. Heels still on the floor. Okay, now you're going to sit down. Feet together, knees wide. Butterfly stretch. Grab your toes. Pull your toes up towards your head. Then you can put your elbows on the inside of your legs. Bring your nose down towards your toes. Your toes towards your forehead. Good. Up. You're going to stick one leg out straight. One leg over like this. And hug your knee into your chest. The glute stretch. Good. Take your elbow, put it on this side of your knee, and turn towards the back. You're going to feel the stretching through your back, and your hip and your glute. Okay, come back to the middle. Other side, one leg over. Hug that knee in tight. can, put this foot on the floor. That's what you want to try to do. All right, now let's do the same thing here. Elbow on this side of the leg, hand on the floor, and twist. Okay, back to the middle. Now what we're going to do, spread your legs wide. Both legs out straight, toes up. And you're going to bend forward slightly at the waist. Slowly going a little bit lower and a little bit lower, supporting yourself with your hands. Keep going lower, as low and slowly as you can go. Now stretch your arms out straight in front of you. Make sure you're breathing nice and deep, nice and slow, full breaths, all the way out, and all the way back in. And scoot forward a little bit, make your legs a little bit wider. Again, like I said, here's where you can push yourself in terms of your flexibility after your workout. Where you're going to gain more flexibility. Try to get your head to the floor. Okay, now walk yourself back up. You're going to reach towards one side, reach towards your toe. You can grab your foot, great. Hand up towards the sky, look at your fingers. Feel the stretch towards you, through your back a bit. Now you're going to go all the way down, both hands to one foot, head towards the knee. Now you're going to take this hand and stick it out in front of you, the lower hand, while trying to hold this. If you can't reach your foot, obviously just reach over this way. And now look up towards the ceiling. Okay, now slowly bring yourself back up, supporting yourself, and go to the other side. Slowly go to this side, reach out this way, and up towards the sky, looking at your fingers. And then reach towards your foot with the other hand, nose to the knee. Bottom hand threads through, out in front of you. Look up towards the sky. And slowly support yourself and come up towards the middle. Stretch your legs wide. Lean forward again. Slide your hands out in front of you. Nose to the floor. This is where you can really push yourself from a flexibility standpoint. Walk yourself back up. Okay, next thing you're going to do here is you're going to start in this position, roll backwards. Try to get your feet on the floor. Feel stretch through your back, your neck. Now you're going to slowly rotate to one side. Walk yourself over to the other side. Try to keep your legs straight as you can get them. Back to the middle. And now try to sink low and try to get your knees as close as you can to the floor. Straighten back up. And roll up. Okay. Next thing, further quad stretch. This foot comes here, pull it back behind you. You see, actually, let me do this side. Foot comes back behind you, like so, and slowly lay backwards. You may not be able to do this initially. If you can't, just do a regular quad wall stretch at the wall. If it hurts your knee, also don't do this. Go to the wall and do the quad wall stretch. Now what you can do, if you can stretch it even further, put this foot flat on the floor, shoulders in tight, and do like a one-legged bridge, like this. Push your hip up towards the ceiling. You can really feel that stretch through here. Okay, now roll over to the other side. Same thing on the other side. This foot comes all the way back. Slowly bring yourself down. Start just here with your back up, your butt on the floor. And if you can, bring this foot here. Press your hip up towards the ceiling. Good. Release. Come back down. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, this is getting towards the end here, is one foot stays flat on the floor, the other one's out straight. Turn your toes out, heel in, bring it down across your leg. Now what you're going to do is reach through, grab your own shin. Next, take this, bring your knee towards your nose. And basically curl up. Try to get your nose as close to your knee as you can. Hugging your leg, hugging your shin. Next, you're going to stick your leg straight up in the air. Take this foot, get as close to your forehead as you can. Obviously, you're seeing me do this stuff. I've been doing this a long time. You're not going to be able to do this right away, most likely. So get as close as you can to it. And take this leg. Slowly let it drop down. This position here, off the ground. And if you need more stretching, you can pull this foot back here. The top of your head or even behind your head. I can't bring it behind my head, but some people can. Okay. Release that. Go straight up in the air. Feel that stretch through your hamstring and your calf. Bring it down. Other leg. Same thing from here. Toes out, heel in, over the knee, reach through, grab your own shin. Next, you hug it in. Next, extend your leg up straight, toe towards your forehead. Hold it. Next, let that leg drop down slowly. Hold it. Next, a little bit more. Bring that foot back. Release. Leg up. Straighten it out. And go down slowly. Stretch out this way. Stretch out your abdominals. Roll over to your stomach. Hands out straight like this. Bring them in tight. And look up to the ceiling. Rotate to one side. Rotate to the other. Feel it stretching in your abs. Hands down like this. Stretch all the way back. Okay. Take your butt back. Arms outstretched. Hold it. You should feel this stretching through your lower back and your upper back. Now draw up, keeping your arms straight. Cat stretch like this. You should feel this stretching through the back of your shoulders. Next, stand here, straighten your legs, come down, Stand up, and you're done. Workout over.